Well, I know it's a common line that men in business in Uganda, especially SMEs, are used to, that most businesses in Uganda barely make it to 2 years. Now, it becomes a very important topic to explore. What makes a business resilient, and how have those that have stayed in business this long managed to do it? That is 10 years, 15 years, and 20 years going. Take a look.
This is the business we started in 2000 in our kitchen with 5 liters. From 5 liters to our garage, 20 liters to 200 liters, then to a rented place. From a rented place to a bigger rented place, and then to our factory. Uganda Export Promotion Board comes in. They have helped us to penetrate market in East Africa. We have varieties. Almost every fruit we produce wine. But now we came to discover that hibiscus wine has a lot of health benefits. It starts with the hibiscus tea, then we make juice, from the juice to the wine. So you can see it is a chain. When I say I started from my kitchen, the first people I employed were my children. Then now when I moved to rented place, started employing one person, kept on adding. As we speak, we had come to 50 workers, but now because of COVID changed a lot of things, and so many challenges, they have been reduced. But still, I feel proud that we started with 5 liters from the kitchen, but we were able to move the company and it employs people. So we managed to stay in the business because of the quality. How do you know that your wine is quality? Before you take it to UNBS, we have our own lab. We have our own lab. We test each and everything. We have the best quality manager. You saw him taking us through how he tests. He does some tests because these are drinks which people consume. You have to be careful what you give them. You have to protect them. That has kept us in the market, because now once it is checked here, we take it to UNBS. They give us this true mark. We pay the taxes, and we have seen the hygiene around the factory everywhere. Because with this kind of business, hygiene is the number one. If you don't do hygiene, then you better leave production. And people out there should mind, when you are buying, make sure there is this digital stamp. This one is very, very important. This one shows you are paying taxes, the product is of quality, and the KCCA is okay with you. You are paying license. And we managed to get all these awards. This is a quality award, which means they have interviewed Ugandans, East Africans, the best quality, the best wine. We also take time in branding. Of course, staying in the market, there is that resilience, but that resilience needs a lot of support. You have to be very creative. And the mistake we do is you go on a journey with the business, then eventually you hand it over to other people. You should always be involved as long as you can do something in the business. Do it. You have seen me taking out my truck, because once you don't know any area, it is very easy to fail. So a marketer will not say, from here to NTV is 100 when I know it is 50. I find it a very big achievement for that journey. For 23 years, it is a very big achievement. I'm not on the journey alone. I will manage to involve the whole family and also start bringing in other people. So I worked with finance for a long time, but now I can also employ. I feel happy when I put food on somebody's table. It's a very big achievement. I have shown you that we pay taxes. All these things have gone up. It's very hard to increase the price of the product according to how the prices are going up. But They cannot reduce taxes for us because the prices are going up. So that is a very, very big challenge, which you even start thinking of crossing.
Now, whenever you encounter any branding material of any business, there are high chances of finding out that number where you can actually place your inquiries. But it's not every day, or it's not common that most of these guys will actually respond promptly to these inquiries when they are placed in. So today we try to explore why it is important to actually respond to those inquiries when they come through.
About responding to inquiries in business, in most cases, this is where most of our customers or most of us producers or businessmen losing, because a buyer is interested in buying your product, and this buyer decides to have an inquiry about a product. Now, what happens? An inquiry can be a two-way traffic. One, an inquiry can be on call, where this buyer decides to call you and find out more about your product. Now, what are you supposed to do? In most cases, people tend to either shy away or don't pick phone calls or what. But at the end of it all, you as the person in business, you are supposed to have time, yes, pick the phone call from this someone inquiring. What are you supposed to do? Appreciate the person for calling, then attend to the person. Now, after attending to this person, you also have the privilege to talk more about the different products that you have. In other words, you are advertising more of your products. That yes, maybe an inquiry has been made on honey. What do? You also talk about other products that you have. You can talk about the propolis. In other words, you are advertising or promoting your product. An inquiry also can be made through an email. However, now when an inquiry is made about an email, maybe an importer or an exporter based in a buyer who is based in Europe, maybe Germany, US or Dubai, what will happen? Please, you have to go ahead and find out more about this company that has made an inquiry. Sometimes we tend to lose in the way that we shake by rushing into replying. Yet, maybe the company may not even be genuine. So if you make an inquiry, a research about this company, you'll be able to know that, yes, it is a genuine company that is existing. Now, what are you supposed to do, or how are you going to address that? After making an inquiry, doing more research about that, you come back to this inquiry. What is this person interested in? Still, you have the privilege, be specific to what the person has inquired about.
In our tech segment today, we're still exploring how technology is affecting our day-to-day business transactions, but also interactions between us as a people. For instance, a parent and their child or student.
You'll agree with me, yeah? Over 80% of students leave school without any savings, okay? And this is mainly because students across Africa, millions of students across Africa, have no access to digital financial services, you know. So now you find that this is mainly attributed to the fact that there are no mobile phones allowed in schools, yeah. So then now this creates a chain reaction of problems. The parents struggle to send money directly to their students. The process is hectic for a parent to get money to their child in boarding school. Then on the other hand, the parents, rather the children, are forced to depend on cash, okay? A system that is prone to theft and doesn't leave any digital footprint, okay? So the children are unable to maintain or establish a financial history. So in response, what did we do? What we did really was take out the transactional power of a smartphone, yeah? And then we compressed it into a smart card, yeah? Simple but very brilliant solution. So now this smart card enables the children to make payments in school, yeah, and then also keep the money safely within the school environment. The card works with a mobile application that is installed on the parent's phone, yeah. So now through this mobile application, the parent can send money directly to the card. They can monitor and also manage the students' expenses because you know we find in schools we sort of nurture poor financial discipline, yeah, and this is something that really follows us up, okay, all the way. So Kawi is not just in schools, but these poor money habits we nurture here in school follow us even in our adulthood, yeah. So now here a parent has opportunity to control or manage how much a child can take out at a given period of time, okay, and then so in so doing we create a link for a parent and child financial interaction. The other thing is the parent is also always aware of the child's balance or financial status at every given moment. So for this child here, I know they have 22,781 left on their account. Then I also set a weekly limit for them so they can only access 10,000 per week. So it's up to them to withdraw it at once, or you know, make small withdrawals and manage it very well. Okay. So over here, this is where I set the limits. I choose, you know, the days and you know the period, and also enter the amount. Okay. Then also, you know, there are various people who send money to our children, beloved aunties, siblings. So you also have the ability to share the card with those people, the family members and friends on WhatsApp. Yeah. Then you can also add another parent, you know, say the father or you know whoever. Then here, now this is the most important thing, yeah. And then this is what makes us unique. Our focus on data. Okay. So here we capture transactions of the card. Okay. And then we show them to the parent. So here a parent knows who is sending money to their children. So really what makes us different, yeah, is we don't just focus on payments or money transfers. We are trying to challenge the culture of consumption, yeah. So we get into the lives of our clients, yeah, and then create the child and to parent financial interaction, okay? Because we feel that this is something that has been lacking in our parenting, in our society. Parents don't really have the time to talk to us about the money, yeah? But then here, now a parent is empowered with the data. They can know if their child is having challenges with money or not, and then they can intervene. So really, it's about how we are trying to challenge this culture of consumption and try to build, you know, more financially responsible citizens.
Well, that's all we had for you in this week's edition of Money and Markets. Thank you for being part of the show. We enjoy your company and your participation. Now, we have these and more stories on our digital channels, so drop us a line and let's keep this going. I've been your host, Charles Boji. Now, from me and team, I'd like to wish you a very good evening. God bless.